harsh, more harsh under this current administration. Now, the first focal point, the major headline from Vanguard says Mayday. It's been terrible, agonizing for workers, says NLC, as workers in oil, electricity, maritime, other sectors grieve over continuous misery, poverty, hopelessness. Ask government to address poverty, insecurity, unemployment, inflation, and high cost of living, and also setting the agenda for the incoming government. There's a story that we read earlier that said that some workers were even lamenting that prior to the increment of minimum wage to 30,000 naira, where minimum wage was still 18,000 naira, that workers still lived better. Okay, but now we're looking at it from a lot of angles. So let's get this. The first off is how do we take care of our workers? We know how important they are to the economy of the nation, to the economy of the nation, basically. So how do we take care of our workers? What should be the focus on their welfare? Fuhad said something earlier during trends in the papers. He said it's not about increasing their salaries if the cost of living is still very, very high, if inflation is still very high, if forex is still very high, unstable, let me put it that way. All right, if the education sector is still unstable, if the healthcare sector is also still unstable, what about the housing scheme? He said a whole lot of things as regards what would stifle the effects of a pay increment. All right, so what should be the focus on the welfare of workers? Should we be talking about a minimum wage or a living wage, just as Fuhad had checked? And what areas should the NLC focus on as far as welfare of workers are concerned? It's very important. All right, we have the NLC, we have the TUC, and they're always saying one thing or the other, trying to put out inconveniences that the workers are facing on a daily basis. I mean, imagine someone saying, oh, I lived better when I was earning 18,000 naira between 2011 and 2018, as against now that I'm living on 30,000 naira and a bag of rice is 45,000 naira. So looking at May Day celebration and workers' welfare, how do we take care of our workers? How do we, what should be the focus as regards their welfare? Should we talk of a minimum wage or a living wage, something that they can actually survive on? And what areas should the NLC focus on as well as wealth, as far as welfare of workers is concerned? I also look at it from the angle of, what areas should also, the Ministry of Labor should also be looking at as far as workers' welfare is concerned. That's the first focal point. The second one is Nigeria and foreign artisans. So the report is from the Guardian newspaper, where it says that Nigeria is losing $4.5 billion yearly to foreign artisans in the construction industry. And we mentioned, I remember quite clearly last week when we were having a conversation as regards, technical colleges, polytechnics, and universities. So what we have now is that this issue of the loss that we're having now to foreign artisans, has been linked to disregard for local artisans and the flaws in the educational system that has not supported students enrolling into technical colleges. Where are the technical colleges, and what exactly is what is it that has been set aside for them? There's a government technical college in Agidingbi, Lagos. Fuhad, I don't know if you know.
I know. Yeah, it's still there.
Okay, it's still there. So you have a government technical college in Agidingbi, but if you go there, reports has reviewed that there's low level of students enrollment in the specialized school. I mean, you see, and then you go to even the normal schools now, how many students are actually, selecting the craft subjects? I remember then we had intro tech, we had technical drawing, we had, fine arts and all of that. So how many people are actually, still into all of that? Okay. So how big of a problem is this issue for Nigeria? Now that foreign artisans are the ones taking over, you have our brothers from neighboring countries like Togo and Benin, taking up some of these jobs. All right. And what is the solution to getting our youths back to learning trade and technical skills. Fuhad, I know someone very close to me that, the usual summer break that, students go on break, that very long holiday. Okay. There's someone very close to me that said that, as soon as the children are done with third term, that instead of saying, oh, let's go to summer school, that he's just going to enroll them in one trade learning thing or the other. Either you go and learn how to sew, or you go and learn how to make clothes, or you go and learn something that is your interest. Just go and learn. That could also be, an idea. This apprenticeship thing, just as Fuad also mentioned earlier, seems to be waning out. I mean, if you go to some of these for organizers, and you go to the mechanic workshops, the hairdressing,
nothing. The youths are not there. They are doing yahoo.
Normally, when you go there, you see like almost 7 students, at Ogami. They even have senior. They even have senior, But then nowadays, you see one reluctant teenager that the father probably forced to be there in the first place. So how can we look at this as a serious problem for the country? What is the solution to getting our youth back to learning trade and technical skills? And how big of a problem is this now that foreign artisans are the ones taking over? So, Fuhad, I'll just give you a few minutes and then we can open up the phone lines.
This guy, I think for the workers, I've said a lot about how to take care of our workers. It's a May Day celebration. We're celebrating our workers. But I think we should look more at having a living wage than a minimum wage. Because the living wage takes care of immediate peculiarities of the country in terms of the economy, inflation, and all of that. But going forward, I think the labor unions, the CUC, the NLC, whenever they have an opportunity to negotiate with government, yes, I'm not going to say they should not talk about salary increment, but it should be about tangible things. How do you take care of workers when it comes to the health sector, the educational sector, then even housing? It is wrong that, you work for 30 years, you retire, and you don't have a roof over your head. The NHS arrangement is not working. The National Housing Fund arrangement for workers is not working. I know, because I know a lot of low-income workers cannot even put a roof over their head with the NHS arrangement. They need to look and rethink the NHS arrangement, take care of the workers when it comes to housing. And it's doable. It does require some proper thinking. And then on the issue of artisans, I really don't know what the solution is. Because our youth are now so much into drugs. I think we reviewed the newspaper last week about drug addiction amongst our youth. They are into internet fraud. Yahoo thing has taken over. And that's why, like you said, we have just a number of long-term youth now learning anything about trade and technical knowledge. You go to a mechanic yard, there's nobody there learning anything. You go to a carpentry yard, there's nobody learning anything. Because even in the informal sector, we used to produce youth, who were able to do a lot of these things. Now, in the construction sector, go and check the guys that have graduated. They are all these Beninouans, Togolese, and all our brothers from neighboring countries. And so we need to address, the mentality, the thinking and orientation of our youth. We don't get them back to thinking properly. Sandra, we have a youth crisis going forward.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you so much. That's it for this morning now. So let's open up the phone line and get your thoughts. Over to you. You have just 2 minutes to share your thoughts as regards the 2 focal points that we have this morning. You can break your 1 minute to one topic, all right, and then go straight to the point. Let's try to keep it clean. Stick within 2 minutes. Once it's 2 minutes, we give you reminders, and then we move on to the next person. 0913 6000 410 0913 6000 410. That's the number to call. For text messages and WhatsApp messages is 0913 6000 430 0913 6000 430. Okay, so 2 focal points: May Day and also the welfare of workers, and the second one is as regards foreign artisans taking over our construction industry. How can we engage our youths more into getting technical skills? All right, that's the focus for this morning. Oh, I lost that one. All right. Hello. Hello, good morning.
This is Habib.
Okay. Good morning, Habib. Where are you calling from?
Yes. Calling from you guys. Yeah. So my intake this morning is that if you look at our labor union, they are only protecting the government worker. And if you go to all those industrial layouts, industrial area, you see that most of the workers in Nigeria today that are find themselves in the private sector, and they are not like a benefit, even in terms of a utility, transportation, or health insurance. All these things are right off in the private sector. And our labor union also, they're only looking at the government area that all of them can benefit. What of other sector? They are already neglected. And all those small area, they are also neglecting them in terms of other area. That is my input this morning. If you go to all those private sector that they are employing from 10 to 15 people, go and see their welfare. Nothing like insurance scheme, nothing like logistics, nothing like other house allowance. Many allowance they are even giving to them, and they are giving them peanuts. And those people are the people that are making a huge amount of money, and those people that are the large job employment in Nigeria. Let the Nigeria Labor Union go into all those kind of companies that are employing people from 5 to 10 to 15. Go and check the welfare of their company and look at all those things. Let the government come back again and prepare the benefit for those people.
All right. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Abib. Appreciate you saying they should also look at the smaller companies as well. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sandra and my friend Fuad.
Good morning, Barrister Peter.
Yeah, God bless you.
Amen.
First of all, I want to wish you and Fuad and all the hardworking Nigerian workers happy May Day. Because they are actually the heroes of this our collective struggle. You know, well, on the issue of focus, like I said, the workers have been bearing the brunt of the mismanagement of this economy by successive government. You know, so. We want to thank them, and that they should still exercise patience, because there will be light at the end of the tunnel. You know, God is not asleep. Well, the way I think the way to approach this issue is that we must restructure. That is why we keep talking about restructuring, because right now the workers don't even have with this APC government that has been there 80 years, keep coming back. I don't know how they won the election again. I don't know. Is it the same Nigerian workers that have been suffering that voted them back? So it's a very scary situation. You know, unless we restructure and reduce the size of government, then there's no hope for the workers, because it is the workers that are bearing the brunt. The politicians are the ones enjoying the suffering of the workers. We must restructure. They will tell you that there is no interim government. Yes, there is no interim government, but there is provision for restructuring. We cannot working. We cannot continue like this. On the issue of these artisans, you know, earning mogul amount of money. Yes, if we want to give recognition to our teachers, we must start from restructuring our education, because those are the people that train their teachers. Right. The schools are not well funded.
Thank you,
Go to all the technical schools. They have been abandoned, and the children don't see any hope of getting a job when they finish. So we must pump money into our technical schools. Okay. You know, I told you how I even went.
Hello, good morning.
God bless you, Sandra. Happy Workers' Day. Tractors.
Yes. Oh, sorry about that.
So
all right, I'm with you.
Okay. All right, thank you. Peter Monte from Somali.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Peter.
Sandra, let me tell you something. 2004, 2005, up to 2007. I like photography after I have studied geometric surveying and drawing. That project I'm mentioning, I usually have up to 4 or 5 part-time trainees in my studio. And these are students that will, after secondary school, some of them during the long holidays, they will come and learn photography. As I'm talking to you now, one of those girls, after learning in my place, she got admission to Ibadan Poly. And to this day, today, she has a studio. She's married with 3 children. She's almost the sustainer of the house. And I am a son of a vice principal who was at the Lagos State Poly. She usually come and do that part-time in my place. Today, the boy is married with a child, and the mother called me the other day and said, "Oh, what is the sustainer of the house? What am I trying to discuss?" Do you know that this last holidays, they have the long one for the students? I have 2 girls at the moment. One is from Kogi, one is from Osu, that by the grace of God and mercy, I took them to my auntie that is a fashion designer. And this my auntie is just primary 4. But today she saw some people in London. After showing, we take it to airport and transfer them there. Sometimes we send money from London, from US for us to sew for them. I took these girls to that place that they should learn. They refuse. Every time they come and tell me I'm hungry. Every time I'm hungry. So they don't really have to. I don't know. Even girls, one of my boys that are into Yahoo, these girls that are into something else, begging, doing rubbish. They don't want to learn. I don't know how we can convey this to them. And finally, on the deployable condition of workers, how many workers? All Nigerians. You know, Malgado gave an announcement. Somebody that said when he was earning 18,000, he lived better than when he's earning 30,000. And he gave a sample. When you're earning 18,000, you buy a bag of rice for 7,000. You have 7,000 left for other things. Then now you have 30,000, a bag of rice is 45,000. When you get the 15,000 to balance? Are they the same people that brought back APC to continue the suffering, to continue the killer policies? That's my question. Nigeria, do the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Peter Monster. Appreciate. This is Mainland 98.3 FM. You're listening to Mainland Focus, and we have 2 focal points for this morning. We're looking at the welfare of workers, what can be done, and what can be done to take care of the workers, basically. And then we're also looking at the second focal point is as regards artisans in the construction industry, or artisans generally, and the fact that there's been a disregard for local artisans due to the flaws in the educational system that doesn't support students' enrollment into technical colleges. So how do we correct that? That's the focus, or those are the focal points for this morning. The number to call is 0913 6000 410, and for text messages and WhatsApp it's 0913 6000 430. You can also join the conversation on our live streaming platforms on Facebook and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Sandra. How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you very much.
Yeah, my regards to Swat.
You can hear.
Swat has said something. Yes, Swat. I'm happy for you today because you look at it, you have put the nail directly on the head straight. Now, there are 2 things you have mentioned: this apprenticeship something and election not yet fully completed. Do you get it? I'm very, very much interested because a lot of people believe that election is already over. But at the outright consideration and looking at the situation on ground, election is not over until it is over.
Okay.
So the process of saying, selecting cabinet, doing all this and whatever, so it's supposed not to. In my own opinion, that is totally irrelevant.
Yes. It's okay.
Until the tribunal have said things as
okay. Now we've gotten that, but let's stay focused. We have topics that we're having conversations on this morning. Now we're talking about.
Yes, Sandra, I'm coming to you. I've had you.
Okay.
Now coming to the apprenticeship program. I attended technical college.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
And we were very happy during the time. You understand? Immediately I finished technical college, UAC, you understand, gave us a scholarship into the organization to give us further training and then absorb us into the system. The question is that do we still have such processes? The blue chip companies like those UAC and others, are they still in touch with the technical college to do all these things. If that is not, how do you want children to still get themselves into apprenticeship program through technical colleges? You understand? So it will be a little bit difficult. Government cannot do that one alone. And we cannot really strategize all these things under this APC government. That is why the whole Nigeria wanted a change, so that this thing can be strategized and taught everywhere. You understand? So that is the problem that we are having. You understand? So it cannot be really done. Let the private companies come in and see how to weigh in and apply particular policy a particular policy to their system as it was done in the past. If not, we will not be able to get any headway.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you so much for your submission this morning. We appreciate. All right. Hello.
Hello, Sandra.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, Oga Fawad.
Good morning, Sir John.
Yeah, thank you for recognizing me by my voice. By their food, you shall know them. Thank you. Sandra, you were missing last week. What happened? You go to labor room because you were discussing labor issue then before you suddenly went off air. That is by the way. So the workers is terrible, but they should not be talking about increment. They should be talking about the bargaining power of the naira. Are you with me? The bargaining power of the naira as against the inflationary rate is key. What can even 100,000 naira buy? What can 50,000 naira buy? So they should be addressing the issues of how the issue of naira fluctuation will be addressed. How productive we can be, how more productive we can be to make the environment of production, which they are concerned with, to be very, very amicable and okay for them to operate. So those are the issues they should be looking at. Especially the NLC arm, the NLC union wing. That is my concern this morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate. All right. On to the next one. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Mainland FM.
Yes, correct.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Yusuf. I'm calling from Oshodi.
Okay. Go on, Mr.
The issue is this. The problem of this technical, this whatever. Our leaders have bastardized the old system that works in this country. I can remember in the early 70s where all these technical things work. We have textile industries. Most of these technical people, they work here. The problem is this. First and foremost, let the government invest sincerely in electricity. Once there's electricity, all our dead industries will come back. All these technical colleges, they will revamp their institution, and people graduating from that school, they will get something to do. We have Dunlop in this country before. We have Michelin. We have Berek. All of them have run away. We have Gatescare Textile. We have Kaduna Textile. I could remember there is job in this country. It is our leaders. It is our leaders that are not doing what they are supposed to do. I rest my case. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Thank you very much. We appreciate. All right. Time check right now is 9:06. That's 6 minutes past 9, and you're still on to Mainland 98.3 FM. Okay, and let's see if we can take some messages. We'll be back to phone calls in a bit. It's been quite an interesting conversation so far, especially as regards the technical. So apparently, a lot of people, if you ask Fuad, I'm sure if you ask some Gen Z people now what exactly a technical college is supposed to do or give, students, or what it's all about, they probably have no idea what it is. Yes. So a lot of people have said a lot so far, but let's see what we have via text messages. Okay, a lot of people are greeting us. Good morning. All right, good morning. Based on the issue of losing money to foreign artisans, there should be more significance to our technical schools and all local learning schools in our communities. Also, proper monitoring and mentorship should be in place for students who don't have access to universities, so as to enroll them in technical schools and create jobs for them at the end of the learning. This will motivate other youths to do more on technical skills. Thanks. And that is Amina sending her own thoughts. Now, for just very quickly, what do you think the role of the thoughts on people, looking down on some of these artisans and looking down on the jobs that, these people are not, up to this or up to that, do you think that that also plays a role in the mindset of these young ones that, this is not the kind of job that, I want to be associated with?
We have a terrible reward system in the country, Sandra. We have a very terrible reward system. Ordinarily, artisans and technical experts are actually even the art of the development of any nation. That's why if you go out there, they are even more respected than even university graduates. If you have a technical skill, you are revered. You are an integral part of the economy of any developing country. Because without technical know-how, how do we go to the next level? But here we have a situation where the reward system is a bit shaky. And that's why everybody will be looking down on people who have technical skills. But these are kinds of professional people go into with so much pride. So I don't know where the idea of looking down on technical experts where it's coming from. Because without them, what then can you do? You can't build your house yourself, even if you have all degrees in the world. Are you going to fix your house yourself? You have mechanical engineers that can't even take the battery of the car. Just the work system.
Let's not go on. Let's not shake that table this morning. I mean, Sage mentioned something last week that there's a professor, or there are some professors of some technical courses, yes, that can't actually practicalize what they teach in the four walls of the classroom. But then we have some messages here. It says, good morning, crew. I was earning 13,500 naira in 1997. Then the minimum wage was 5,500 naira. I was living comfortably with savings. But now, on a 150,000 naira monthly salary, I can't meet up with my family needs. Our currency has seriously lost its value. The incoming government should revive our economy, checkmate inflation, and do something on the high cost of living and food items. Jerry from Ikeja. No, that's quite spot on. Thank you very much, Jerry. I also have here, Happy Workers' Day to all Nigerians, and I advise that crying wolf will not solve their problems. Instead, action will. And on call, okay, we're not talking about that, but thank you very much. Chika Bende from Trade Fair, Lagos. Appreciate. Hi, Mainland FM. The issue of our youths not learning trade and technical skills started with the inception of two major things. One, Okada from other regions, which we already know. Two, Yao Yao. The economic situation in the country also made it difficult, as the orientation now is that nobody wants to work hard to become successful. Subsequently, as why Yao Yao now started becoming difficult, you can now see that these youths now go into rituals in the name of Yao Plus. I can categorically tell you about Ogun State and Osun State, as I schooled in these states in the early 2000s, when Yahoo crept into these states, and these states had high population of Yahoo youths in the universities, which led to the younger indigents looking up to them, and they were now being taught how to do the trade, and that's how it spread. Go to most states, majority of the indigents are Okada riders. Finally, we the workers are our own failures, as most of us voted the wrong people into power, who create policies that makes workers suffer. And that's Sean from Festac sharing his own thoughts. Oh well, let's go back to phone calls. Please, you have just 2 minutes and let's stay focused. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning, Alhaji Subai.
Thank you. Fawad, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you. Well, let me just go straight to the issue of labor. Well, happy Workers' Day to Nigerian workers. But we have to say the reality. The NLC, which supposed it to be the mouthpiece of workers in Nigeria, Nigeria has looked face on them. They are not representing the country now. A lot of bank workers are their casual. Most of the industry capitalize on that. You remember about 2 weeks ago, one disco worker fell down at Surulere. You understand? The disco people disowned him, that he's not their worker. How dare you? You understand? Somebody who has been working for, with the disco for almost 50 or 10, above 10 years. So these are the issues. Because of their service interest, the politicians are divided there. So all they are doing is, for their own service. They must be concerned with the economy of Nigeria. They must be concerned with the people. So that is why I said Nigeria does not have faith on them. Then on the issue of the trade, I blame government for it. You understand? Look, Nigerian people in Nigeria has industrialized these people. The government of the day, the so-called government bastardizing. Why is Osogbo still rolling me? Why is Ajakuta still rolling me? Why is Wari rolling me? Everything has been bastardized. These are opportunities for a technical graduate, trade center graduate, college of technological graduate. I'm telling you, that is why I said I blame the government, because no future for this, professionalism. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Alhaji Sube. Appreciate 0913 600410. Hello.
Hello, Sandra. Good morning, Sandra. I'm Fuad.
Good morning.
You have Chief of Pagwadi and coming from Congo. The issue we are discussing about technical strategies in the country, because the problem we are facing. Because I can remember in the 70s when we were young, some of our friends who further beyond secondary school, they went to different schools. We are making money. Because we finished from HSC that those days, some of them are already technicians with international companies making money. So now, like for us, you cannot see any apprentices in any respect in the beginning. So we have to go back to the benches. And the issue of everything we are talking about, the issue that brought us to where we are is also capitalism. In those communities we are talking about, we used to have the legislative divide. We have capitalism, socialism. The people opposed of capitalism, they said all manner of things, but when we adopt capitalism, all our problems will be solved. Nobody told us capitalism will lead to abject poverty of the masses of any nation. Nobody told us that capitalism will lead to terrorism and terrorism. And it's because of that, to take few billionaires and lead us to become what we are. A country of poverty you can imagine anywhere in the country. So we have to go back. See all the things like Alhaji Swab said is good. If they are running the advertising and all the running, millions of people have work to do. You learn on the stage. You don't need to have a trade before you start working there. But when you got OJT, I work in UK, I work in the United States, but when all the jobs training, when you have the aptitude for it, when you take you there, you learn and they pay you for their own training. You become expert in that organization. That's the day I say you're a professor, you have a PhD, you have a doctorate, this and that. Now you know you don't stay there. We need to go back to the drawing board and open all these companies. Several companies that have employ millions of our youth and leave the capitalists again. Now the capitalists is doing their own, government have to go back to open their industry. The providers, the private sector, and the public in Nigeria. That's the way I get out of it.
All right. Good morning. Thank you very much, Alhaji Super. Appreciate it. Hello.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Engineer
Good
Femi.
morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. When I woke up this morning, I woke up with happiness. And me and my wife and my family, we ate bread and egg and tea to celebrate the May Day for the workers. But I'm greeting all the workers of Nigeria, good workers, a happy Workers' Day. But during when I was eating, I felt bad because they turned this country to another thing entirely. Let me just take Lagos State as case study. Where are the houses built for the Lagos workers, as mortgage? Nothing done. Those houses built there, who are the owners? Are you with me?
look at the salaries of what they are earning every day, just for food and transport only. They cannot see the salary they are earning. They cannot save to pay school fees, if not because you have the husband and the wife supporting each other. They will not benefit anything in this country. Look at Jakonde, build those houses there. Are you with me?
Well, with you.
Nothing like that again. Come back to those people that they are training for what they call the technical college. Where are they going to work after finishing their training? All those factories built for the churches now. All those factories, churches are using them. So what are we talking about? The politicians, they turn Nigerian, the workers, they turn Nigerian labor workers, they turn them to slaves.
All right.
Because if not that, how much are they collecting? Look at the Christmas. Come to my 12 year. I went to the chemist yesterday or the day before yesterday, 5,000 things to just buy. And with just only small nylon bag. 5,000. Small nylon bag.
Thank you, Engineer Fair.
Nigeria, our coin is they've already devalued our naira.
It's okay. Thank
you. And what are we now talking about now?
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. This is Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos, and we're on Mainland Focus. And we have two focal points this morning that we're actually discussing around. That's where we're getting thoughts and opinions from via the phone line and also via text message and WhatsApp. The first is May Day celebration and workers' welfare. How do we take care of our workers? What should be the focus as regards their welfare? And should we be talking about a minimum wage or a living wage, where we have a minimum wage of 30,000 naira that can't even buy a bag of rice? All right. And what areas should the NLC focus on as far as welfare of workers, is concerned? The second focal point is Nigeria and foreign artisans. That we have a story here that Nigeria loses $4.5 billion yearly to foreign artisans in the construction industry. Now, how big of a problem is this issue for Nigeria now that foreign artisans are the ones taking over? We're also looking at the fact that there's an issue that has been linked to disregard for local artisans, and there's a flaw in the educational system that doesn't support students enrolling into technical colleges. So what is the solution to getting our youths back to learning trade and technical skills? Those are the focal points for this morning. 0913 6000 410. That's the number to call. For text messages and WhatsApp is 0913 6000 430. You have just 2 minutes. Please go straight to the point and let's stick within the 2 minutes time frame. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you very much.
Okay, thank God for this topic. Most of the time I don't listen to this Workers' Day.
Thank you.
I see greed.
What is your name? What is your name?
Okay, my name is Victor.
Where are you calling
I'm
from?
I'm calling from Satellite Town.
All right, Mr. Victor, please go ahead.
Madam, you see, years back, I am into automobile mechanic. Do you know that sometimes when we do this service for some people, they will say, what did you do? Give you peanuts like 50 naira, this kind of thing. They don't charge you. You see, the laborers are worthy of the project. There are big problems in this country. You see, I don't want to talk about these workers. I thank God is telling on everybody. This problem has come in the 90s. What the workers have passed is minimum wage increment. They don't talk about the welfare. Now, let them give them millions now. 1 million. And the politicians know how to collect the money back. What is going on with this country? Greed and wickedness. The politicians are greedy, the workers are wicked. Madam, you are working in a sector, self-employed, something like that. These workers did not understand that, look, madam, look, it's even, I don't want to listen to workers doing something. I just want to, you are honest. It annoys me. Somebody is talking about it right now. Look, these people collect, maybe you are talking about 150,000 naira.
in your salary. Do you know that there are people in this country that all through the year, nothing comes into their hands like 40,000 naira? Greed and wickedness is everywhere. I don't know where to start. But thank God I've left that technical job. I've moved into the system now. And it's telling on everybody, and the workers are complaining. What are they complaining for? That you pay, that you send their children to private school now.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
Because formerly, when all these things were coming up, the labor stepmans are so-called, they had all the things to stop all these things. But they did not. Because of theft, like has gone out of hand. Somebody complaining.
Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Your 2 minutes is up. We appreciate it.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. God bless you for this topic.
And you too. We appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Hello. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning to you, ladies and
good morning, Prince Wise.
thank you, my dear. Good morning to you. Good morning, sir. Thank you. God bless all of you. And happy maybe for hardworking people of Nigeria. Now, the worker day. I think the Federal Labour Congress, what I wanted to be doing right now, we are talking of contract staff. They never talk about it. They are talking of salary. Yes. How many state governors are already some of the state governors are not paying the taxes they are talking about? And it's not too small in this country where everything is so expensive. But I want the government to do more. All this labor, those Chinese companies that they employ our Nigeria people pay fucking money for them. With a lot of work without nobody check them. So I wanted to do their own thing because now they've doubled the politicians because they have a political party right now. And I don't think more Congress here play with any political party that will champion the cause of workers. That's for that. And for the what we are talking about the other topic is
artisans, local artisans.
We talking about this about 4 days ago when I mentioned that when we talk about carpentry today, how many people go out to say I want to learn carpentry? But things like technical colleges, all this will be taught there, and if they graduate, if they can't go further, they can establish their own this thing, and the government can support them. But now, where are they? And again, this matter starts from the family. Now, the parents, their children are not able to get any job, and what can bring this back? It is the government, the traditional ruler, especially the southwestern states here, where we have a lot of boys when this now located to feed them on the street. That do anything. They can't learn job. For them to do it for the like state government, traditional ruler, community leader, they have to keep themselves inside the corner. We saw this matter. I'm going to sell our back to do the job. If anybody wanting the street, run that day, take them to right farm. Anybody is start do nothing. Oh, there's a lot to say. Let me obey your law. Let me stop it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate. All right, let's take our last call for this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mrs. Sandra. My name is Kuta Helen from Ijebu.
Okay.
The whole problem is government. Government is the cause of everything. Let's for instance example, you as my mother at home or my father at home. So you see I do not drink, but you need a drink in my presence. And you ask me not to drink. Okay, go to hospital today. If you go to hospital, go and see the patients that are suffering. No better hospital, no better thing there. In our school, nothing is working fine. Hungry, and government does not have a company that is producing anything. If you finish school, nobody will give you job. Like those politicians, their children, before they finish school, they already have the job. then how do you want us to put ourselves? Who is kids? We all know what is happening in this country. So there was the problem everywhere and there because the government is not ready. If we are not, the love is no longer there. Government does not have anything for pharmacists. So that is my contribution. So we should not blame so many things that are happening because it's from the government. Thank you. That is my contribution.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate. That's the last call that we can take for this morning. We'll be wrapping things up with a few messages that we have here. I have good morning and happy Workers' Day, Fuhad and Sandra. This is Godwin from Ilasa. Sometimes I wonder how salary earners are coping with the amount they are being paid. Unfortunately, our labor unions are more politics fixated than fighting for the welfare of the workers. I pray we all get a leader with the good of the workers at heart. I wish all workers a beautiful celebration. On the foreigners taking up our artisan jobs, the issue is that our political leaders seem addicted to easy money coming from crude oil and borrowing. They lack well thought out and focused plan concerning our schools. Try and visit King's College, Lagos, the classrooms, and see how bad our schools are. I just finished a structure. I started with our artisans, but it was a complete waste of time and fund until I got the Togolese who finished the building beautifully well. We need committed leaders who will think outside the box to fix this nation. Like Fuad said, you don't see young men learning to be mechanics, cloth makers, painters, and all that. It's quite bad. All right. Thank you very much, Godwin from Ilasa. I also have Abraham Ayotunde from Oshogbo in Osun State saying there are a lot of ICT and technical skills these days that one can learn in less than 6 to 12 months. We, the youths, are just being lazy to learn a skill because there are more, easier, and faster ways of making money. Here in Oshogbo, I can confidently tell you that 80% of young girls between the age of 19 to 24 are already into hookup. You will see them at night standing in front of clubhouse and hotels as well. Good morning. Thank you very much, Abraham. I also have good morning, Sandra and Fuhad. On Nigerian workers, honestly, I really salute them a lot because they are really trying. Despite the ugly attitude of our government and meaningless increments, they are still doing their best. But I think our leaders really need to wake up and stop enslaving the workers. What will make them to be comfortable is good economy and not constant senseless increments. Thank you very much, Damlola from Alaba. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Fuhad, would you like to, drop some final words as we wrap things up?
I think all of our callers have said it all. I think we just need to really fix our economy. It's not just about increasing salary. The increasing salary, when inflation is rising faster than the salary you are increasing.
Yeah, increasing.
We need to fix our economy, and I think we need to work on our technical schools. We need to get people to pick this knowledge because, again, we're going to develop, into that kind of country where we're able to really produce things. And then we need to fix our technical skills. We need to really get our youth to begin to learn some technical skills. And it's about the technical skills. We need to fix them, build more schools, and then, of course, fire up our industry so that when we produce these technical skills in our people, we have a place to engage them, where they can work and make money.
All right, thank you very much, Fahad Said. That's a wrap on Mainland Focus for today. We'll be back by 9:45 for Global View, where we'll be discussing international stories trending.